I wake up in the morning and I look at the mirror and I look at myself and I'm happy. So I teach this class called The Act of Selling. And in the Act of Selling class, the first thing I tell everyone is, of course, selling starts with knowledge and all that. Then the first thing I tell you is this. The product that you've known most of your life is you. And do you like you? Do you like yourself? And when I say that, everybody's like, what? And I ask them the question, have you even discovered you? Have you discovered yourself? And it's not a self-help class, it's a selling class. And I tell people that you cannot sell well if you've not discovered yourself, to know what you're good at, what you're great at, and what you're terrible at. And because a lot of times we're told and we're taught to focus on our weaknesses to get them to become good. And I've learned in the course of my life that the greatest men in history focused on their strength. And until you discover you and your own strength, right, or your strengths, you can really never be truly great. Because a discovery of that person called you and the strength that you have gives you the ability to take all your energy, right, and focus it on the things that you're really, really good at. Because once you can direct that energy to those things that you're really good at, you win. I remember doing a video and I told people that if you're bad at math, right, you can probably be okay at math at best. Right? Usually you will not become a mathematical genius, right? Especially if you are older now, right? But if you take your strength and you focus on your strength, acknowledging your weakness, and then hiring for that weakness, you can be great. And if you want to be great, I think that you have to discover you and figure out whether you like you. Now, if you don't like you, you got to change you, because you own the product called you. The product called you is you. And if you know that you are the product and that you own the product called you, because you are the architect of your own life and your own destiny, then why don't you just get up and just change it? Because you have the ability to change it. But again, do you like you? I think a lot of people don't like themselves though. I actually, true fact, they don't like themselves. They always complain about themselves. Like, I've never complained about myself. I always say, I'm overweight, I want to lose weight. But I still love myself, Joe. And anybody that knows me knows that I have a lot of self-love. Oh my goodness, I have so much self-love for myself. Oh my goodness, I love myself. Like, I love me. I love me, like me.
I think a lot of people are even, would I say, afraid to love themselves.
I don't know why.
I feel it's you being conceited or narcissistic.
Or maybe it's a trait. Maybe it's a trait, maybe it's a narcissistic trait, but I love myself. I love me. I wake up in the morning and I look at the mirror and I look at myself and I'm happy that I'm me. You know? Sometimes I'm jealous for other people that I wish you were me. I wish you were me. I wish you could get the happiness that I have for myself. Does that mean everything in my life is perfect? No, by all means. Does that mean that I have everything I want in life? No, by all means. But I still love me. Even in my own failures, I still love myself. Even in my failures, in my depth of failures, I still love myself. I love myself. I'm in love with me.
I think it's also people learning to separate who they are from what they do. Because if you kind of have who you are and what you do in the same thing, if you go through a failure, it affects your love for yourself.
Okay. I don't have that problem.
Because there's a distinct...
I'm not sure there's a distinction between who I am and what I do. But I'm not defined by what I do.